this will be shocking to you when I tell you that Rafael Devers met the media yesterday, put on his uni. He didn't quite, I don't know if you have a picture of it, Coca. He didn't quite button it, but he had his uni on, which is very nice. Meets the media, very nice. Gets introduced. Says, hello, San Francisco. What do you think the first question was? First question. I don't have the order of the questions, but I'm just surmising. What do you think the first question was? To me, easy. First question. Hey, Rafi, welcome to San Francisco. Did you find a place to rent yet? Pretty expensive. Or do you think the first question was, hey, Rafi, are you willing to play the field? And we're talking about baseball. Do you know what Rafi answered? I'm here to play wherever they want me to play. I nearly fell off my chair. I fell off my chair with excitement, knowing that I was only a mere 9 hours away from the start of the next Nothing Personal. I knew that I'd be able to sit here and smile and grin in a way that creates wrinkles because the Boston Red Sox front office was watching that media avail. Believe me, they were watching. Then the owner, the president, got a video of the comments by Devers with FYI, probably an eye-rolling emoji and likely a bird emoji. And I don't mean the eagle kind. I'm talking about between the ring and the index finger, which may be the same thing. Can you imagine that Devers had told the Red Sox that he has no interest in playing anything but DH, got the back of David Ortiz, who then changed his mind, and then got traded because he was so bad in the clubhouse, because he was so upset with the front office and so upset with the general manager, whoever he was upset with, that it got him traded because he was so terrible. And then he walks in and says, look at me, I'm a new man. What are the odds? Let's just ask you a little personality question. What are the odds that he's changed overnight? Or what are the odds that the shiny new penny with the shiny new relationship sits with the shiny new partner and says, I love you, I'm attracted to you, I need you, I want you, I'm here for you. And then days pass, weeks pass, months pass, maybe even a year or two pass, and you look around and say, oi, turns out I haven't changed at all, and you're just as ugly, you're just as mean and disrespectful, and all the other adjectives that Devers has used to describe Boston's front office, you're all that. What do you think the odds are that one plane ride west changes someone? The old change of scenery argument in sports is one of my faves. Brand new player, brand new scenery. I've done it. Of course we do it when you run a team. Hey, we're doing a change of scenery trade. We're going to bring in a guy with a 7 ERA and say, hey, look, he used to have a 2 ERA once upon a time. He'll do it again. Does it work? Sometimes, not often, and none of the times did it change the scenery. Excuse me, you're not good at playing in New York. Let's trade you because you'll be great somewhere else, Jordan Montgomery. Oh, I guess not. Change of scenery. That's what Devers had? Change of attitude? Change of latitude? Here's the more likely scenario, is that Rafael Devers knows that having spoken to his agent, some of his marketing people, his inner circle, they said, dude, we usually don't do anything but agree with you and genuflect in your general direction because you're paying all our salaries. But I should point out to you, by the way, that's a Easter egg for something later in the show. But I should remind you that you don't want to soil the relationship with the Giants front office, because I'm not sure that Buster Posey or any Sandy Dean, any of the people over in LA, in San Francisco, are going to knee-jerk and trade you. And if they do trade you, it may not be to a place you want to go. So why don't you do yourself a favor and be willing to be a teammate? And so that's what Devers did. What do you think the media did the minute Devers said what he said? What would you do if you were the media? You'd want to comment from the Red Sox. So you go to Craig Breslow, and you say, just out of curiosity, looks like Devers is willing to play the field now. How do you feel? Quick word of advice to executives listening. When the media asks you two specific questions, I'm going to give you the same answer that you need to give every single time. Do not give it a thought. It has to be a knee-jerk reaction. 1, at the end of an interview, every interviewer says, is there anything that you'd like to add? Answer, no thanks. It's like the end of a cross-examination in a courtroom at trial. Did I miss anything? No. Is there anything that I didn't ask that you'd like to answer? No. That's how every interview ends, and that is what your answer needs to be. Second thing, where you have to have the same answer every time. How do you feel? It's always a great one because that is asked by media and people and fans all the time. How do you feel about blank? How do you feel about the new pitch clock? How do you feel about this player hitting 3 home runs? How do you feel about this player hitting 0.69 for the first 20 games of the season? How do you feel? Always start with, it doesn't matter how I feel. Because what you're then doing is making sure that the questioner understands that the opinion you are about to give does not necessarily reflect your feeling, so they can't run with any sort of story whatsoever and any sort of beef, any sort of problem. So they go right to Breslow and they say, how do you feel about Devers wanting to play the field? And he said, that's probably not a question I'm as capable of answering as Rafi is. At this point, Rafi, that's Rafael Devers. At this point, Rafi is there, we're here, and we have a game to win. Now, of course, that was him in Seattle prior to the Red Sox playing the Mariners. How did the Red Sox do in game 2 of the we don't have Devers anymore? Or this was game 2, and I believe what happened, Coca, is that the Red Sox may not have won that game. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. It turns out that the Red Sox, what do you think they did? 8-0 Mariners. Game 2 of that series without Devers. God, if there's anything Craig Breslow did not want to see, it's his offense being shut out. Oy vey, you just want to score like 20 runs to show we don't need him in the offense.